the age of the meat, Nchebe, Mpandlane, and all that does not make you a man. We have a whole lot of boys who speak in terms of Leymase Hayes as an example. Balwela ama crust wesinkwa nabo mzulu. So we have males who are old boys. So your birth certificate is no guarantee. Your gender is no guarantee. Your age is no guarantee that you're a man. In understanding, be man. Then there is socialization. The social elements and pressures that push us to do certain things, outside things, in order to define ourselves as men. I was talking to Nomzwanele and I was with the Chancellor of the Free State and we were just talking about things. And he says, you see, how did I put it? Arrogance and anger is a camouflage for ignorance. Hear that? When you're a child in your head, anybody who disagrees with you is an enemy. And that's when you say, nyabuzu utwitini mfowethu kodwa mina ngashaya. I hope you hear what I'm saying. So, how many beers you can drink without getting drunk? How many virgins you can lay? How many men you can beat up? How much you can cheat and not get caught? Those outside things are the socialization things that we are tempted and coerced into being, to the point that a good man is looked down upon as a wimp. And because you don't want to be seen as a wimp, you end up doing what you don't want to do. Please read 1 Corinthians 13:9. It's 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I think it's 11 that I want. Start with 11, let's hear.
When I was a child, I talked.
When I was?
When I was a child.
Okay, that's past tense, yes. Past when I was. Okay.
I talked like a child.
Talked like a child.
I thought like a child.
Thought like a child.
I reasoned like a child.
I'm being childish.
Yeah.
Huh? Thought, reasoned, spoke like when I was a child. Continue.
When I became a man.
When I
became a man.
Whoa. In other words, these three things are past tense. Okay? If we see those things in you, you're not a man.
Yeah.
Sharp. I say to couples, if I put a camera in all the rooms like I'm an alarm and put good microphones, between Friday midday and Sunday midnight, would I see and hear children or adults in your house? Regardless of what the marriage certificate says, regardless of what the birth certificate says, would I watch and hear children or adults in your house? When I became a man, what difference did it make?
I put childish ways behind me.
Now, who put childish things away?
The man.
The man.
Me. Me. One of the problems we have, it's very easy to insult a man and you'll get nothing for it. Not change a man by insulting him. You will not. Wasting your time. And toxic masculinity is taught and trained by everybody, including the women. They don't teach us to pick up after ourselves. They don't teach us to clean our plates. A black young man gets married, he's never pushed a trolley shopping, so he doesn't know the price of things. Hey, usipho uhlulile mhlambe naye ngashada uzoba ngcono. We outsource our headaches to the girls. We do. Manaka, Silo, ha kwatile, Silo, akakwata the whole man ask when you'll understand him. We allow men to behave like cripples. We justify the misdemeanors on the basis of gender. And the males will not volunteer yourself out of that protection from both men and women. The weekend yalinyalo, and leading to that. And I have problems with this, but bazaar. The women will take a 32-year-old and put her in a room for 32 minutes and try and pressure cook her to try and make her a woman and a wife and a mother in 32 minutes. 32 years. You try and pressure cook and change character. A wedding is not a microwave for character. Mhlambe nice shati uzoba ngcono. Uzoyenza yini?
Shift your responsibility.
But they try that with the woman. The man is taken to a bachelor party. He's taught how to be stoned. And the girl is told, never ask a man where he comes from. It's the women who say that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, gents, Mamela, when I say they teach us to be cripples. You see, if I'm walking this way and my foot goes like that, if you come this way and you get close to me, my foot is going to kick you, not me, my foot is going to kick you. And you must take responsibility for being kicked because you saw I have a problem with this foot. And so, when a man cheats, it's not his problem. Men are like that. When a man gets angry and becomes violent, don't blame him. They are born like that. And it takes a man to say no to himself. That's why I say manhood is an inside job. The ability to say to yourself no when it is nice. There is this thing about, we call it instant instant gratification. Yeah, instant gratification. I was talking about the zip. The fact that you are married doesn't mean you won't get tempted. And the more that you are married, the more you are a target, because they know you know how it's like to be faithful. The philosophy out there is, if you want to see that a shoe is really good, you got to see it on somebody's foot, not on the window. Le motse o tiswa ke nyatsi. That's the philosophy out there. And so in short, I'm saying it's not a birth certificate, it's not a gender, it's not. Now you'll kill me when I say a whole lot of abusers have been to the mountain. It's as though it's a license. You've been taught how to use your AK, and not using it is irresponsible. It's an inside job. And so just 4 qualities that make a man is maturity, responsibility, accountability, and integrity. 4. You can go to others, including the ability to allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Vulnerable. To dare to apologize. A man would rather buy a BMW instead of saying, I'm sorry.
Yes. Buy the flowers.
What's below the belt and behind your underwear? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry can make a child, but it takes a man to father. And children do not want to be supported, they want to be fathered. And we find it very easy to outsource fathering by paying all the time. Listen, gentlemen, women get married for companionship. We don't outsource them to television, to the house, to the kitchen. They want you before your things. Women want you before your things. Children, when you are there, was it you, Janelle, who was telling me that you went to your son's sports day?
Yes.
Even if he misses the goal, but the fact that daddy hugged me, that's a lifetime hug. Gentlemen, it's a lifetime hug. Don't be surprised that some of us here have daddy issues. I won't get into it too much, but don't be surprised. And the problem is, you hate your father, you become what you hate.
Say that, Baba. I'll credit you. My goodness. That's a life-changing statement. Wow.
If you didn't know that I was coming here, and then as you came in there, you saw me, the rest of the afternoon is spoiled for you if you hate me.
That's right.
And so, the fact that you hate me, you donate your power to me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You do.
Yes, sir.
Oh, flip.
Yes, sir.
And then the next thing, I make a joke, and everybody here smiles. It's like, look at this fool smiling. And so some of us have not forgiven our dead fathers, and so our lives are run from the graveside. and we feel justified.
Yeah.
And you expect to be a good man and a good husband and a good father. It ain't gonna work, no matter how justified you feel. Manhood is an inside job. And outside things are evidence of the inside job.
Yep.
They are evidence of the inside job. When the Bible says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if you insult me, it's not my problem, it's your problem. Because that's what resides inside your heart. You can't help it. When you don't get your way, you insult your wife. You can't help that. It's an indictment on you, not the wife. Not the children. And so, when they say daughter, for me, daughter is grow up, man up.
Yes, right.
Another definition and daughter.
Forget the instinct, forget the excuses, forget the excuse, and forget how right you think you are. Grow up and man up.
Daughter, grow up.
Admit that you're wrong if you're wrong. Find a mentor if you realize that you have a problem in a certain department of your life. Get a mentor. Go for counseling if your wheels are falling off. Go for counseling. It's not a weakness. Daughter, man up, grow up. Let me stop there. I listened to you and I just thought, hey, I can't listen anymore. Let's talk about it. When I